Hello team, welcome back. Welcome to Nginx training, and today we will see a lab on how we can configure the Nginx as a reverse proxy. So to configure the Nginx as a reverse proxy, we need the Nginx server which is running on our machine, and we need few application server as well which will be work as a application server. So we will set up three machine in this particular lecture. First machine is Nginx which will work as a reverse proxy, and another two machine will also be Nginx machine which will work as a application server. So we already have one machine which is executing the Nginx. We need to set up two more machines. So let's start with and go to the browser. So we already have a machine on which the Nginx is running. The image direction is not correct because in the dynamic module we have done the rotation of 270-degree, right? We will make it fix. So this is the one machine which is serving some application. So you can assume that this machine is serving my website Brownie. We need to set up two more machines. So let's open the DigitalOcean and sign in with your account. So we will create a droplet, and I will create a Ubuntu droplet with the basic plan $5. Select the data center, select the password, enter your password. Please make sure this bar should be green, and I will name it Ubuntu Nginx proxy server. Click on create and create one more machine. Fill out the detail, enter the password. I will name it Ubuntu application 2 or application-php. We have to wait until all machine will be ready. So we can see both of my new machines are ready. So we have the Ubuntu custom.nginx. On this machine we are actually executing the Brownie website. We have created two more machines, the PHP and the proxy web server. On this machine we will set up the nginx reverse proxy, and on the applications PHP machine we will set up the nginx with PHP. So the machine proxy server will be work as a reverse proxy for the application PHP machine and the static website machine which have the custom nginx. Let's go to the terminal and log in all three machines. So team, over here I have opened the three terminals. The first terminal which have the black background, this is the Ubuntu custom Nginx machine on which my Brownie website is running, which we is using in this particular course. The second is the blue window. In this I have logged in my reverse proxy server, right? And the third is the green window. Here I have logged in my Ubuntu PHP application. So if we will execute ps-ef grep nginx, right? So nginx is already running on this machine on which we are executing the Brownie website. These are two new machines. Here we need to set up the nginx. So first we need to update the package, apt-get update. Hit enter. This will update the package. Execute the same command over here and hit enter. Once package update will be done, we need to install the nginx. So clear out the console and execute a command apt-get -y so that it will not ask for the confirmation at runtime. Install nginx, right now we are installing the nginx on all new machines with the help of the package manager. Hit enter. This will install the nginx, and you can see this will not ask for the confirmation. Install the nginx on this machine as well. So we are installing the nginx on both of the new machines. We have to wait until the installation will be done. We can see the nginx installation is done. I will clear out the console. Over here the installation is done. I will clear out the console. Now I will install the net tools. This is optional. If you want, you can install it. If you want, you can avoid it. I'm installing it so that I can find out the IP at runtime with the command ifconfig. Install it over here as well. Installation is done. Now let's go to the reverse proxy first. Clear out the console, and on the reverse proxy we will see if the nginx is running. ps-ef grep nginx. And yes, nginx is running. Let's find out the IP using the command ifconfig. And you can see here is my IP. So I will copy the IP, go to the browser, and I will paste the IP and hit enter button. And you can see we are landing on the default nginx web page. Right now, we want to set up the reverse proxy. So we will set up this machine as a reverse proxy, which we just launched. And as a reverse proxy, this machine will forward all the root requests to this particular machine, which have the nginx running and basically serving the Brownie. So first, let's edit the configuration of the Brownie machine and fix this rotation, right? So I'm basically going to remove this location site. Now location is removed. I will save this and reload the nginx. Nginx-s reload. Go to the browser again, and here is the IP find out the IP, if config, copy the IP, go to the browser, hit the IP, and you can see we are getting the correct image. Now let's open the web proxy as well on the same browser. So here is the IP of the web proxy. I will copy this, paste it here. So the IP of the web proxy server is 206.189 and ending with 205. The IP of the machine which is executing the brownie, right? This is ending with the 130. Now what I will do, I will make 205 machine as a reverse proxy so that whenever I will hit the 205 machine, that will render me on the brownie, right? How we can do that? For this, we need to go to the terminal and we need to open the nginx configuration file. So vi etc nginx nginx.conf. This is the default configuration. So if you want, you can modify it. I'm not going to modify anything. I'm just going to clean the HTTP block. So here I have removed all the unnecessary content from the HTTP block. Below we have the mail block. Let's remove this mail block completely. So this is the basic file. Let's save your nginx configuration and try if there is any mistake. -t and my configuration is okay. Let's go to the edit mode again and modify my nginx. Now inside the HTTP context, we will add another server context. So we will add a server context over here, server, and inside the server context, first I will define the port. So listen on port 80, then define the server name. We have already discussed about it, so I'm not going to repeat this. Inside the server name, I'm going to define the IP of this machine. So the IP is 206.189.130.132.205. Please make sure you are removing all the HTTP and other things. Just define the IP. Now I'm defined to another context, which is location. And inside the location context, suppose I'm defining all the request which is hitting root directive, they will be rendered on some other machine. Define the other machines, we need to use one more directive, proxy underscore pass, right? Then define the complete domain or IP address on which you want to render the request. So I want to render all the request which is hitting this particular server, proxy server, on the server which is executing the brownie website. So we will go to the browser and copy the IP address of the brownie website. So this is the IP address of the brownie. I will copy this, go to the configuration and paste it over here, remove the last slash and put a semicolon over here. So what I'm doing over here, I've defined the server block. So I'm saying all the request which is hitting on port 80 on this particular server, and if that request is hitting at the root, then forward that request to this particular server. So this is the IP of the machine on which this particular nginx is running, and this is the IP of my machine where I want to render the request. So let's save this, check the configuration, nginx-t configuration is okay. Let's reload the nginx. So before reloading the nginx, let's go to the browser and hit the 205 machine one more time. You can see every time I'm hitting the machine, I'm getting the welcome to nginx. Now reload the nginx, nginx-s reload. Hit enter, nginx reload is done. Now let's go to the browser again, hit the 205, and you can see 205 is also rendering on the brownie server. So what is happening over here? Now my nginx is working as the reverse proxy. Although I'm hitting the machine which is running the nginx on 205, but this request is directly going to the machine on 130. And why it is happening? Because we have configured the reverse proxy in my nginx. So now what is happening? Although I'm hitting the nginx proxy server, but that request is going to the nginx custom nginx server. If you want, you can open the logs. So let's clear out the console and tail the logs, tail-f where log nginx asterisk, right? Let's put some space, execute the same command over here, tail-f where log nginx asterisk. Let's put some space over here again, go to the browser and refresh and hit the request from the 205. So I will refresh this. So request is completed. If you go to the machine, so you can see I'm getting the log on the machine which have the IP 205, right? And you can see Over here I am getting the log from the IP which is 103.47.18 and 164, right? And if you go to the browser and hit what is my IP, so this is the IP of my machine, my Mac machine. So I'm hitting the request. So Nginx reverse proxy is basically showing my IP, and you can see over here all the requests are basically being redirected, right? All the requests are 304 which is coming from my IP. Now if we will go to the black window where the brown is running on IP 130, over here you can see this is serving the request, and request is coming from the IP 206.189.132.205. This is the reverse proxy Nginx. All requests from the same IP. So this is working as a reverse proxy. I'm hitting this machine, but the request is basically being served by this particular machine. Using this, you can set up the reverse proxy in Nginx. If you want to configure more than one machine, so if you remember, we have configured the third machine as well, which I called application PHP. So let's set up this particular machine for the PHP, and to set up this for the PHP, we need to install the PHP FPM as well. So let's install the PHP FPM by a command. Clear out the console first and execute the command for the installation of the PHP FPM. So I will install apt get -y install PHP FPM, hit enter. This will install the PHP FPM. You can see the installation is done. I will clear out the console. Let's check Nginx is running. ps-ef grep nginx. Nginx is running. Let's find out the IP of my machine, IP config. This is the IP of my machine which is ending .80. I will copy this, go to the browser and paste it here. Hit enter, and you can see I'm getting the Nginx page. Now let's do one more thing. Let's modify the nginx.configuration file as per the PHP. So vi etc nginx nginx.conf, hit enter. You can see user is already www-data. I will modify the HTTP block. So I will clear out the complete block. Just leave the error and access log definition. So HTTP block is completely blanked. I will clear out the mail as well. Now I will go to the HTTP block and I will define the server context. Inside the server context, again define the listen, define the port, it is listening on port 80, and define the server underscore name. Over here I need to define the IP of this machine, which is 206.189.130.80, right? This is the IP of this machine. Then if you remember, I need to define the index. Inside the index I will define index.php and index.html. Then I need to define a location block. Over here I can see if the location is matching to the .php file extension. Open and close curly braces. And inside the location, what I need to define? I need to define the fast CGI configuration, include fast CGI configuration. Then I need to define the socket path. So we have already discussed about all these things in the earlier lecture, so I'm not going to repeat this thing. I am directly going to define over here. But to define the path, we need to find out the path first. So let's save this at this location. Then execute a command, find slash name double quotes asterisk sock. Hit enter, and here we are getting the sock path. Run php 7.4 fpm sock. I will copy this, again go to the vi mode of my configuration file, and I will paste it here. Now let's save this and close my configuration. Let's check if your configuration is working. Nginx-t, hit enter, configuration is okay. Clear out the console, reload the Nginx configuration, Nginx-s reload, hit enter, go to the browser. You can see this is machine 80. I will refresh my web page and it's still rendering on the Nginx HTML page. So what I need to do, I need to create the index.php page as well. For this, I will again go to the terminal and I will go to a location cd user share nginx html, put ls. Over here you have the nginx.html file. So this is the file which is basically being served whenever you are hitting your IP, and nginx is loading a HTML file. Over here we are going to create a PHP file. So put ll. The file permission is read and write, right? So I will create a PHP file. So I will go vi index.php, and over here we will define the PHP info function. So define a function like this, php info, and close the PHP syntax. Save this file reload your nginx. Let's go to the browser and reload your web page. So you can see I am getting the PHP info page on my machine .80. .80 my PHP machine, .130 is my Brownie machine, and .205 is my web proxy server. Now what I will do, I will go to the terminal, and over here I will tail the logs, tail -f var log nginx and define asterisk, right? So here I will get all the logs which basically being generated on the PHP site. This is my blue window, it's my reverse proxy. I will clear out the console, right? And this is my black window, this is my Brownie website application server. So I have two application server, one is running on the black window, another is running on the green window, and here on the blue window I have my proxy server. Let's modify the nginx configuration on the proxy server again. Vi etc nginx nginx.conf. Now inside this configuration I will copy this complete server block, and I will define another server block inside my http context. So what we are doing, we are going to define multiple server block over here. And inside this particular server block, suppose I'm going to listen on port 80, listening on the same machine, which is my proxy machine. But instead, this time the location will be /php. I'm hitting all the locations on the /php. And inside the proxy pass, I'm going to define the IP of my machine, which is running the PHP. So the IP is 206.189.130.80. Let's save this file. Check the nginx-t. Configuration is okay. I will go to my browser and hit the 205 machine on /php path. Right? Resource not found, which is correct. Go to the terminal again, reload the nginx. nginx-s reload. Nginx reload is done. Go to the browser again and refresh this. So over here you can see we are rendering on the PHP page, right? Here we are getting the PHP info because of the function which we have defined, right? We are getting the machine information, we are getting the virtual directory support, and all the information which is required. Although you will get the PHP FGI process and the PHP version which is installed, and you will get the machine information as well, right? Here we will get the complete information of this particular environment. Now what I will do, suppose I want to set up a reverse proxy 205 in a way that whenever this particular reverse proxy will be hit on port 80, the brownie side will be rendered, right? And whenever this will hit on port 8080, the PHP side will be rendered. So how we can do this? For this, you can see if I will hit the port 80, this will render on the brownie. And we are getting the logs in the black terminal because the primary site of the brownie. This is the proxy server, this is the PHP side. Let's open the logs on the PHP side, tail -f var log nginx / hit enter. Let's put some gap over here, put some separator as well. I'm putting asterisk as a separator, and all the logs which will be generated by the new request will come after this particular asterisk line. Go to the configuration of the proxy server, vi etc nginx nginx.conf, hit enter. So we have defined one server block for the request which will land on port 80, that will render on the proxy server which have the IP 130, which have the IP 130. I will copy this block, go to the insert mode and paste this block over here. Fix this indentation. Once the another server block will be pasted, I am going to change the port on port 8080. The name server will be same, and inside the location I am going to define the another server IP. So my PHP is running on the another server which have the IP 206. So I will clear out this and mention the PHP server IP 206. So this is the IP of my reverse proxy nginx. This is the IP of the site which is running brownie, and this is the IP of the site which is running PHP. Now I will close this. Confirm nginx-t. Configuration is okay. Go to the browser. Let's reload the 205 machine on port 80. It is render on the brownie. Let's append port 8080, and we will get the 404 not found, right? Now let's go to the terminal again and reload the nginx. Nginx-s reload. Hit enter. Oh, this should be -s. Hit enter. Nginx reload is done. Put some log separator over here as well on the brownie. Log separator is also present on my PHP. Tail the log and put a separator over here as well. I will tail the log and put the separator over here like this. Now let's go to the browser and hit the 205 server, and I will refresh my web page. So you can see on server 205 on port 8080 I'm going on the PHP. If I will go to the logs, you can see I'm getting the request from my MAC IP address, and that and we are getting the log here as well on the access log of my PHP. And this request is being basically coming from the 205, which is the reverse proxy, right? So although I'm hitting this particular server, but request is going to this particular server, and this server is basically sending the response to this server, and from this server I'm getting the response of my web browser. If I will hit the same server 2025 on port 80 instead of 8080, I will render on the brownie. If I will hit the same on port 8080, I will render to the PHP. So using this way you can set up the reverse proxy, and with the help of the single reverse proxy you can set up the call for multiple web servers. So team, this is the way how we can configure the Nginx as a reverse proxy. Now let's do one thing. Let's terminate this PHP server. Right? We don't need this because we are already running 3 machines on the DigitalOcean. Let's leave this particular proxy server live because next 2 lecture is also based on the proxy server. So I will go to the DigitalOcean and terminate my PHP machine. Go to the destroy and confirm, destroy the droplet and confirm. Right? This will terminate your PHP machine. I will keep my proxy server and custom Nginx live. Custom Nginx is my primary Nginx, and this is the new machine which I just created, right? I will keep this machine live for next few lectures. Then I will terminate this machine as well. So thank you team. Thanks for your time. If you have any doubt, any question, please let me know. Thank you team.